Greetings to all fellow seniors and cultivators.
I think a lot of us ask this very question at some point, right? We look out at the world and see so many different beliefs, so many different paths and religions, and each one is pointing towards something greater. It's a beautiful thing, but it can also be a little confusing. So where do you even start looking for that one single unifying truth?
That's a question people have been grappling with for, well, forever. But what if it's not about picking one path and saying all the others are wrong? What if we could look at it a different way? Let's explore this really powerful idea that all of these different paths might actually be leading back to the exact same place.
Okay, to really get this, I want you to picture a huge ancient tree. Now, think of the world's great religions as the branches of this tree. They're the visible parts, right? Each one is its own system of faith and worship guiding people to be better. They're all reaching up for the sky, for the light, and each one is beautiful and unique.
But what gives that whole tree life? What's feeding all those branches? It's the part you don't see, the root system. And that's what the Tao is like. It's that invisible root system. It's the universal principle, the core truth that gives life to every single branch. It's not separate from them, it's literally their foundation.
So this is the key takeaway here. It's not about choosing between the branches and the root. They aren't in conflict at all. It's a relationship, you see. The root is the source, and the branches are how that source expresses itself. You can't have healthy branches without a strong root, and the root needs the branches to show its vitality. They're all one big living thing.
And this just nails the point perfectly. These incredible teachings that have guided humanity for thousands of years, they're all drawing from the same well, from that same one principle. So connecting with the Tao, with the root, doesn't mean you have to leave your branch. Actually, it can do the opposite. It can help you understand your own faith on a much, much deeper level.
Okay, so if the Tao is the root, then the big question is, how do we actually connect to it? It's great to know it's there, but how do we plug into that energy source for ourselves?
It's kind of like knowing there's a locked door to this amazing secret garden. You can stand there and admire the door, study its design, but you can't actually get inside until you have the key, right? So what's the key here? What's the action we need to take to finally open that door and awaken our own connection? This is where we get to something really central, something called the Enlightened teacher's pointing. Now, don't think of this like reading a book or learning a fact. It's more like a direct transmission, a specific, single moment that turns on a light switch, unlocking the wisdom you already have inside you and creating that direct, conscious link back to the source, back to the Tao.
There's this fantastic analogy to help us understand why this is so critical. It's called painting the dragon's eyes. Imagine an artist has painted the most amazing, powerful dragon. Every scale is perfect, every claw is sharp. It's a masterpiece. But it's still just a painting. It's lifeless. Then, with two final, very deliberate strokes, the artist paints the eyes. And in that instant, the dragon awakens and comes roaring to life. That final, essential touch, that is what the Enlightened teacher's pointing is. It's the one act that brings your own spiritual potential to life. And here's what's so incredible. This opportunity, this kind of direct access to the Tao, it hasn't always been available to just anyone. To really grasp how special today is, we have to take a quick look back through history.
So if we look at history in these three big eras, way back in the Green Yang era, this profound truth was a closely guarded secret. It was only passed down to emperors and kings. Then things opened up a little in the Red Yang era, when scholars and officials were let in on it. But right now, right where we are, we're in the White Yang era. And what makes this time so unique is that the Tao is finally available to all people, to you, to me, to everyone.
This really drives home how special our time is. For ages, the Tao was like a hidden treasure for just a chosen few. But now, in this White Yang era, the doors have been thrown wide open. It's a time of what's called universal salvation. It's a spiritual opportunity that is, quite literally, once in a lifetime for all of humanity.
So when we put all these pieces together, what's the point of it all? Why receive the Tao? Well, you can think of it as a journey of return, a journey back home.
So, what's the goal? Well, it's about getting back to your original, pure nature, the part of you that gets buried under all the stress and noise of everyday life. It's about finding that direct highway back to the source. It's about, like we said, understanding your own faith with so much more depth because you're connected to the roots. And ultimately, it's a path that transcends that endless cycle of life and death and find a real, lasting peace and wisdom deep within yourself.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. For you, in your own life, on your own spiritual journey, what does it really mean to find your way home? If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Gratitude for the grace of heaven and the virtues of the teachers. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.